one of his men. But like I said, a lot of the flesh has been eaten off.
I take my hat off and I put it over my heart, and I kind of shake my head a little bit. That poor critter, he didn't have a chance. Then I put my hat back on.
Do you need any type of roll from me for my exact investigation?
Yeah, sure, yeah, and also, Pappy, you can give me a roll as well.
I would say Tamaka.
Pete and Kit,
whatever
what
he
are you
is.
doing?
The Indian is with them because I think he's got some good tracking or something.
Yeah,
there.
he does have some tracking as well.
I'm just standing by with Kit. I don't have anything I can really do here with them.
Okay.
Here.
So
yeah,
you guys
no
are
gun
just
out or anything.
basically
What,
letting the professionals take care
That's
of it. huh?
right.
That's right.
There's not a lot of tracking that needs to be seduced by Kit. So
Yeah, I don't have tracking.
Hey, if it doesn't need to be stealthed, persuaded, or stolen from, I don't really have a whole lot to say.
No tracking on Willie's character?
No. So the one thing that as you guys are, you see Dr. Foley, Pappy. Dr. Foley's, fumbling around with her instruments and whatnot, digging, pulling sand out, looking at corpses and measurements. She's got a stick out measuring an arm bone and whatnot. Well, as this shallow grave is, you can see that there's a boot that is sitting there in the ground as well. You notice Dr. Foley, she just kind of looks at this boot and throws it aside because she's just oblivious. I mean, she, knowing that how dedicated she is to her work, she probably didn't hear you talking in the first place because she's got her own things going on. She's got her own agenda.
I should probably bring that to her attention. Doc, this here cadaver has only got himself one boot. I believe whoever's killing these people are stealing their boots.
No. There was actually a boot found, not on the
I
corpse.
thought it was on the cadaver.
No, it was pulled up, and then she just kind of looked at the boot and said, "Yeah, basically the boot was in her way." Yeah, basically that's basically what she did. Yeah, she just looked at it, shook her head.
I kind of lifted up because I was sniffing one of the corpses.
Oh, definitely right, definitely rotten, Doctor. These corpses are most definitely rotten.
Let me take a gander at that boot.
Nice.
No, this was dug up with the dirt.
Correct. It was kind of mixed in. Yeah, it was.
So somehow
yes.
this boot was buried, and it's the same. It's like the left boot, and in the tracks there was only the left boot. All right.
Yeah, pretty much it.
So being the shrewd tracker,
the boot does match up because
I want to match it up.
Yeah, it does match up. Yes.
All right, so I need to let everybody know. So I'm going to let everybody know that this boot is part of the people that came in and wiped these people out.
Yeah. Now everybody starts to feel a sort of like a sense of dread. I mean, your stomach's starting to feel like the bottom's right, because you know how in Deadlands there's fear levels. But you guys have one grit, and if you're in a level of an area that has exactly if it's a fear level of 2, then you guys are at a fear level 1 because you get grit as 1. But Pappy, seeing that you're seasoned, you have this is like normal for you. You've seen it all, man. So so everybody's feeling a little nauseated. Everybody's kind of like a little weird. Even you, Doctor, even you as well. It's something that you really have not experienced out in the field, not in the field of work. What you've done, but Pappy, you're just kind of eating your dry rations and just going on taking a drink. The stench doesn't really bother you or anything.
Hell, I remember one time. No, I'm just joking.
Basically, the bodies are exactly the way Miguel described them to you, except for they're just more decomposed. It's been a couple days since he's seen the bodies, and they have decomposed a little bit since then.
So it looks like something chewed on this here body.
Pappy,
oh, absolutely, yeah.
From them beans, I don't feel good. You fart
There's
again?
no dinner's been had yet, bud.
Yeah. When am
No,
I
we
not
had
farting?
beef, though,
No.
before we got here.
Yeah, before,
We was
yeah.
farting all night on the ride.
When do I not fart? Oh.
I don't feel so good.
What you're feeling there is a little bit of fear, because you ain't know nothing about this here area. And what I would recommend is you need to just bite down on it and ride it out.
Pete don't fear nothing. Ugh, my stomach. Ugh.
You might be pregnant.
Were you watching me back at the tavern?
It might have been those beans.
That's right. But I'm going to go ahead and, I can feel a little bit of the tension as well, but not as bad as everybody else. So I'm going to kind of pull my rifle in a little closer and just, absently check the bullets to make sure that it's fully loaded. And I'm just kind of trying to get in tune with the land around us to kind of figure out, is there something that I need to be watching for?
Yeah, one really interesting tidbit here, as the waterista that is digging up the grave goes to the next grave and starts to dig, basically this thing just collapses inward into a hole, and there's no corpse in there. And then he's kind of says something in Spanish to. He's talking to Miguel, and Miguel points him to the other two, and the same thing from the other two graves.
What are they saying, Miguel? You need to translate their.
My friends, it seems like the corpses have been they are vanished. There are words for the corpses here, and it seems like they are vanished. And you can as you guys are looking around, you don't see any kind of like animals digging, no pieces of flesh, no, just as where the shallow graves were dug and then just left.
Do I see tracks leading from one of the graves?
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah. Now, as I was telling you, it's like really disturbed because of all the digging that was here. But
yeah.
You did notice that. Remember the tracks that were off the beaten path, where you saw the 4 different sets of prints with one with no boot on. They did go up there was the outcropping, the path that actually went above where you're at now.
Well, I don't want to metagame it, but I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody what I think.
Oh, you're not metagaming it because I already told you the information. Yeah, I told you already that you found the tracks. This is before you found that these graves are totally empty. Well, 3 of the 4 graves are empty, but you still saw 4 sets of tracks, though. So it's kind of crazy.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do, y'all, but my guess is we're going to have to go up into the rocks and fight ourselves some people, some dead people. Looks like somebody done rised out of this grave and walked up to the rocks.
I've heard of this. Dead people.
I've heard of this. I remember back in '05. There's some
1 BC. When
that's
I was
right. I remember
kid.
my dad telling me, my pappy telling me years ago that he done saw something similar, right when they.
What's up, skunk?
Right next to a
Don
ghost
Young,
rock vein, and it had itched the people. They got some terrible itch, and they died with this horrible itch, and they woke up all scratching themselves. And they couldn't keep the itch off them, and they scratched themselves till they had no more skin. But even though they were dead, they were so itchy, they still raised from the grave, and they walked. He said it was absolutely horrifying, and he moved. And that's why I'm from California.
Pappy, dead people can't walk. What the hell are you talking about? They're dead.
You ain't never seen nothing that you couldn't explain, Mr. Pete? You tell me something. You haven't seen everything in the world, my friend.
I seen everything in Tombstone.
Hell, everybody's seen everything in Tombstone, including Miss Kit.
Beg your damn pardon. Don't think I like the way that came out. Are you
How about-
implying something?
I'm telling you, Dr. Folly, Miss Kit, Pete, I think we got ourselves something weird around here. We have two choices. We can follow it up, take some of Miguel's men, and let them just take care of business, or we can run like hell. I vote for number 2. Who's with me?
Well, my character is fearful, of course, because there is no choice in the matter, but she's going to hide it, and lets Pappy know that I handle the strange things all the time. I promise you, we will have this under control. It's only a matter of getting to the bottom of what's causing these issues and deducting the reasons for the quandary upon the diagonal tangent of the hypotenuse. That's it.
Whoa.
Wow, that's really impressive. Pappy's like, oh, well, you got a lot of positivity, Dr. Foley. Let's go after it. Let's see what we can do. Let's get Miguel. Hell, Pete, Kit, what y'all want to do?
See?
I think Pappy and the doctor are the only two weird things going on here. I don't understand what the hell you're all talking about.
I think it's sheer insanity that we're going to put ourselves in potentially harm's way for nothing more than what we already have arranged.
Kid, harm's way. It's all dead people.
But
Dead people can't walk.
Mrs. Kit, survive the French Foreign Legion that you had fought, no? You had not survived you talked about being ambushed on the Mexican border, no? Now, how would you not be scared of a few of these animals per se, maybe? And you no scared of the French Foreign Legion, no? My English maybe not so good, but as the doctor
This dude
says,
is shady, Pete. Am I the only one that's seeing this?
shady. And Miguel is not shady. Miguel has the best interests of Mexico at hand. The best interests of my men. My men, like I said, Mrs. Kit, my men are just simple farmers. They are not experienced military personnel like as the French Foreign Legion. But to know that you have actually fought and conquered some of these French Foreign Legion, it would be good for you to help us out here. To have your power, my men would see that. Maybe they would become inspired by seeing you and your posse of riders.
Wow.
They could be
I
inspired
whisper-
by the Northerners.
I whisper over to Pete, it sounds like charity to me.
Oh, it's just not. I'll do a notice roll. I want to see if I want to do a notice roll. So we'll do a stealth versus notice on this. So give me a stealth. If you're not skilled in stealth, just do unskilled. And I will do.
Oh, barber.
I will do
What'd
notice.
You do?
Kit stealthed it.
Ooh, I actually.
Pete sucks.
4. And what is your stealth is a 14. Oh my god, that's what all those exploding die were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
he
awesome.
he doesn't hear you over there. Wow, nice roll on that, Kit.
So how many?
Very
how
nice
many
roll.
people? How
Wow,
many,
she
did you say
exploded
how many
like
of the backup
4
people are
times.
there? I mean, I say backup. But
There's
I mean,
only
how many
one
of his men?
Waterista. There's only one Waterista up there, and he's the one that was digging in those shallow graves.
That's an awful big mistake, just bringing one guy. But whatever.
So I lean over to Kit and I go, I think everybody's crazy. I think, what's the Spanish guy's name? I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought.
Miguel Cruz.
I'm sorry. And I go, I think
Andres, no wait, that's the coffee guy.
Miguel's the only sane one here. He's talking about animals. Everybody's talking about dead people walking. Kit.
No, do you want any part of this? This sounds absolutely insanity to me.
Well, if it's animals, we can use some of that meat for the ride back. I'm sick of eating beans with Pappy.
All right, if you insist,
Eating
I'm telling
beans
you,
with Pappy. Oh my god.
Pappy's ass stinks.
this Miguel fella is crooked. I guarantee you, he is up to no good. When we get back, he is going to. It'll be something else then. I guarantee you, he's not going to give us what we need.
And by the way,
He's
my
just
name
gonna
is
keep asking us to do
Miguel
more.
Alejandro
I'm not talking
Ramirez
to you.
de Cruz. Now, I know, Senorita, I know you're not talking to me. I am just telling you that old pissed off Pete over there can't remember my fucking name for one goddamn game, so I tell him, my name is Miguel Alejandro Ramirez de Cruz. Write it down. Pissed
Lord
off
have
Pete.
mercy.
I love it. So funny
That's all right,
goof
kid, 'cause
around with
if he,
these
if he doesn't
guys.
give us what we want, we'll blow his head off.
Yeah, so
So
these two.
Pete meet mad as fuck, Miguel.
Yeah,
That's right. There's a little
I like it.
anagram for you.
I
So-
whisper to Pete very quietly so that it to not be overheard. Listen, I say we go check this out and see what we can find out. We don't have to tell him everything that we find out.
See,
Information is valuable.
Miguel can go with you. Miguel is not scared of Diablo. Diablo, nah.
Oh, yeah, that won't
If
be
it is-
necessary, Miguel. We'll
If
take
it
care
is
of it.
if it is Miguel's time to go, then El Diablo may take Miguel. Alejandro.
Can he hear us?
Yeah, you guys are all
No.
standing around.
Oh,
I
really,
thought
what?
she did that stealth check for the whisper.
Well, yeah, that was 10 minutes
What's a
ago.
whisper?
No, that
Oh.
was,
That was
one
10.
word.
Yeah, that was 10. That was
gotta
10
roll
minutes
every
ago.
time you say
Miguel?
something.
No.
Pete, now roll again if you want to say something
No.
else, kid.
I tell Miguel we should probably leave now. You know, Pappy doesn't have much time left.
It's my heart.
Do you guys want to? I mean, do you guys want to go? Miguel said he'll meet you back down at the camp.
Oh no, I say, folks, let's not run off Miguel. Any gun is a good gun. Like take Miguel and one of his men, and if we have to, we can just get what we need from them before we come back.
Yeah, let's get next to Miguel. I insist that Miguel comes with us.
I agree. I think Miguel's a good extra fodder, helper.
Good Lord.
Right, we're not gonna kill all these animals by ourselves. Miguel's gonna help us if he wants something.
I see.
Absolutely.
See, pissed off Peter. Miguel will help. See.
Let's go. I'm done looking at these here dead bodies.
Grab that digger over there. Bring him too.
Oh,
Oh, no.
excuse me. That's a dig.
The Pedro will not go. Pedro is just a farmer. I do not. And then he sends Pedro, back down the slope where you guys came up, and he goes, "Remember, Pete. Remember, my men, they're not brave. If one of these gets a word of what we're fighting, word gets back to the other Waristas, and then the other Waristas start to disappearing throughout the night, and then I gotta track them down. I just don't want to have to deal with any type of mutiny, no?
No, you gotta bring somebody with us. There's 5 of us and one of you. You gotta
They-
bring one man.
They'd fight the General Santillana or the Foreign Legion, but they don't fight El Diablo. They just
We just killed French men to get down here to give you supplies, and now we're gonna kill some animals.
and then
You need to
Miguel.
bring somebody.
Miguel, I bring me. And he pulls out his gun and whirls it around his fingers a couple times, and he actually does it with his handgun and his rifle. He pulls his rifle out of his the holder on his back, and he spins it around. And he goes, Miguel is a good shot. Miguel will protect you, pissed off Pete.
Also, Pete,
Uh-huh.
don't worry. I am coming also.
The
Hey,
doctor.
I'm so glad, Doctor. I'm glad you're bringing your science. I'd like to spin my guns in, because I'm very
In reaction.
overconfident.
Yeah, absolutely.
Overconfident. So I saw Miguel spin, and I was like, man, I can spin my guns better. Do I have to roll something? I
No,
only have
he
skills.
just very impressive.
All right,
Impressive, no?
Pappy's gonna get his gun out, and his gun
Barely
is
can
free
fucking
as-
see it.
Oh my word.
What the
All
hell,
these
my
men
dog?
playing with their guns. Don't we have better things to do, boys?
Exactly. Hee-haw!
Boys, who's got the bigger one? So, yeah.
You know what though? just in case we run ourselves into some trouble, it might be a smart idea to get Miguel to write us up one of them notes that we need to get back to Mr. Rogers. Case the unforeseen happens to you, Miguel.
That is very observant of you, Pappy, but one of my lieutenants already has the note, just in case something does happen to me. So
which one? I'll just run down.
His name is Hector.
Oh, shit.
Hector.
Finding a Hector and 30 people gonna help. That's gonna take... Who's Hector? And everybody don't raise their hand. Oh, what the hell? Let's go after these Derns. Or wait, I can't do a patent or something that's not trademarked. Let's go after these dead people.
All right, so you guys.
Pappy, it's animals, Pappy.
Yeah, actually, you guys go up the ramp. Pappy, you're following the tracks up, and there's nothing up there. Literally nothing. But you do see the well. The well's up there.
Is it well?
It is well. Pappy, your icon is just so inspiring. Yeah, Pappy, you're looking around. You're trying to get. You lose the tracks up by the well, but you just don't see the tracks anymore. You don't see any of these creatures, but you do have the well, and here it is right here. Let me give you this. And of course, this is at night also. There's like a water pump, planks on the top of it. And there's a sign that says "Keep out."
All right, now that I understand what's going on, I'm gonna look around this well, Dave, and I'm gonna see, are there any like I'm looking for like dead grass or like animals that are like spoiled or rotten, and I'll maybe look in the well to see if there's anything in there that's dead that could be poisoning the well. Just taking a gander at pretty much everything.
Oh, I mean, it looks like the well's about 10 feet across, and it looks like it goes down pretty far. In the darkness, you're holding a torch there, but I mean, at first glance, nothing really visibly appears to be wrong with the
I don't
well.
want to get too close to the well, but I will go ahead and take my torch and kind of throw it down into the well and kind of time it to see how long it takes to hit, kind of like count 1,000, 1,000 to get an
Couple
idea
seconds.
of how deep it goes.
So probably about 20, 25 feet down. So as everybody's up there, why don't everybody give me notice checks? Even if you're not skilled in notice, give me an unskilled check.
Yeehaw! Pappy got her 0.
You fucking.
God damn it! It's freaking -2 of everything I do, man. Because I'm old. It's worth it. Because I'm
Let me
old.
give I believe I need to do a roll for Tomoka as well. Tama.
I just want to say that me and Kid are probably in the back if we're walking up single file or 2x2s or something, just because we're skeptical.
All right, so Pissed Off Pete, as you're kind of walking up, you and Kit together, you do notice as you're kind of walking around and you're looking at the well, nothing seems funny about the well, but you do kind of off on the side, you can see that there are some wagon tracks, and these wagon tracks appear to be moving off the other side of the the outcropping, and it looks like the tracks tend to go south, sort of like a I would say like a south to southeast type of direction.
Pappy, Doctor, Miguel, I see wagon tracks over there.
Which way they heading?
I don't know.
Did you just fucking listen to him? He said they're heading south.
I did listen to him, but I'm an idiot.
No,
I thought one of you guys could tell which direction that was.
southeast. Now, Dr. Folly and Pappy, you two are up at the well, and as you guys are starting to look a little bit closer at the well, you can actually see some dark green stains on the tops of the rock. As you're kind of moving the wooden planks around and whatnot that were actually covering the well, you can see some quite a few dark green stains. And then you can kind of follow that some of these stains kind of go down to where these wagon tracks start, where Pissed Off Pete and Kit had found, and then it kind of goes off into the direction, and you call Miguel over there, and see, it seems like these wagon tracks they go towards Bacochi. It seems like these tracks are going towards Bacochi.
Hey, Dr. Folly, what do you make from these here stains?
I
In your pants?
He kind of, goes down and he doesn't touch it. He smells it, and he goes, Miguel, I will not drink the water, my friends. I've seen what has happened to my fellow comrades. I will not drink it. I don't think you should drink the well either. Drink from the well.
I say, well, there's your problem.
And what does that, Dr. Folly? The problem.
This is alien suntan lotion. You see, aliens are burned from our sun, and they put this on them to protect them from the race. But apparently, they have left a large cache in this area, and it has contaminated your well.
Doctor, are you on any kind of medicine? Because I'm thinking maybe you should be.
That was so good, Blake.
That is
I am on medications. Why?
Mrs. Dr. Foley, I'm so gonna give you a Benny. I'm so gonna award you a random fate chip. That is so good, and you actually got a red fate chip. Good job.
What's that for?
You got a red. What a red is it basically
Cherry.
saves your ass from a natural one on like a magic roll. Anything that can happen bad on on a trait roll, you can
It's
use
actually gonna
that.
save my whole group, because if my gizmo blows up, it's going to hurt everyone around.
Yeah, and what that does is whenever you have that red chip, and I'll explain the chips real quick again. The white fate chip is the same thing as a regular Benny, like when we play the zombie apocalypse or anything else.
Right.
Now the red one does the same thing as a regular Benny, but the extra special power, I guess you could say, it has is if you roll any kind of roll that has any kind of negative effect for a one roll, this red chip will allow you to add another 1d6 to it to raise it up from a natural 1 to whatever. Really nice. And then the blue one, but whenever you use the red one, the marshal gets a free Benny, a free fate
You
chip.
get the Benny?
So
Also,
I
if you use
get
it?
one, yes, if you use it. Now there's also the blue ones. The blue ones does the same thing as the red, but the marshal doesn't get a free chip. So it's pretty cool. And then there's legendary chips too, but we'll worry about those later on down the line. We're doing baby steps right now.
Right on.
So that's it. It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's neat.
So as long as you got a red
Just
chip, Doctor,
starts-
and you roll a 1 on your discombobulator, you'll be in good shape.
Kid starts lighting up one cigarette after another, just chain smoking them clearly.
How many
Trying
packs
to
of
get
cigarettes
annoyed
did you
because
have
circumstances.
on your travels?
How many cigarettes have I smoked?
Yeah, how many packs of cigarettes are you fixing to run out here on the road? You'll probably have to buy some more, right?
Well, I'll probably have to buy some more very soon.
That's not a habit, is it?
It is a
Oh,
habit.
it is a considerable habit. Mostly when I'm around annoying people. That's usually, when it really rears its ugly head.
Okay,
Damn,
not to be
I-
too bad on Patty. You know he's not going to live long.
I ain't gonna make it, I guess.
This is probably something that was prescribed by your traveling home doctor, Kit, too.
Smoke clears up the lungs.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's
Right.
good. It's good.
Would you like one, Pete? I have a spare. Would you care for a cigarette?
She's got 3 left in her last pack.
I'll take one, Kit. Yeah, because he's Pissed off Pete's a little nervous.
So yeah, you guys, around the spring, you see that the